Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, it's really quiet actually on screen. It's kind of strange. What's happening? I forgot. I think Gantt was about to take place. Very well, the witness may now begin the testimony. Okay, yes. We're about to hear the testimony from Gantt. SL9 incident. Witness testimony. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. This guy is such a dick. He's like trying, not only does he try to cover his own skin, but he tries to, accuse other people and make it seem like nothing's a big deal. Is that when Dirk was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. Why did he talk about Dark and showed poor Neil getting stabbed? When Emma said Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard as fast. Oof. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. How did you slip up, though? So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right. But Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky. That is so insensitive, you dickweed. What's this about a power outage? Oh, that? The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when the knife went into his heart, though. How? That's not funny. Yeah. He's being so, oh man, what a jerk. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and the serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Eric was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently, he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. I don't like this guy. I don't like him. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence is inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Really? Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd better be staring at the court record. Worthy, always a smooth talker. But which piece of evidence ties Gantt to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gantt to this incident. As I recall, Neil and I was doing crap, and then we slipped up on the crap. When I went to my office, I found Lana there, and was like, crap. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Well, you had stuff hidden, like this jar piece. And the cloth, but I'm not gonna show the cloth because that will get Emma arrested on the spot. So, oh my gosh, F5 though. Okay, I just checked F5. Is this what I do? Okay. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badger you showed us earlier. Not the blue badger. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Kent? These articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you played a part in the legal investigation. Chief Kent, what's the meaning of this? Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit it, then, that you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Oh, what a bastard. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know? Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence you found in your office, and the relationship to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, they are worthless. There's no reason I participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oof. Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Hudgy. In return, though. I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys? Telepathic? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. What the heck? Why would you say that? I'm gonna press you on that because that's offensive, first of all. And rude. I appreciate if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, well, do you have a point? You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove... Dang it, Phoenix, come on. You can't prove you didn't carry it in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to contrary, you're going to need it later. So I need proof of my proof. What the hell is happening? Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when your fingerprints are found. Yes. If they're inside my safe, they would prove your investigation was illegal. Ugh. I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. Seriously. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did not place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Mr. Wright. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right. Yeah, I'll cool it. The chief is talking about a possibility so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come on now, Mr. Wright. Think about it. My stomach hurts from this guy. There's no reason I participate in forgery. You are like the forgery a-hole prime. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil? What a... I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. What? You can't say that yet. Well, now do you see? Rearranging the crime scene won't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is it? That would be, of course, the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh? The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ho 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 ho! Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think am that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I could already in line become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyways. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So, that means there is only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Ooh, oh. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's all in the open now. Audrey, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. There's no reason I participate. Just making sure that it's the last one is a new one. Because I don't know why I forget so easily. Let's press on this. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I feel sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be relaxed enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone else? Yeah. Because he wants to control everything, so that's why he made Lana the prosecuting person. So that he can control the prosecutor, so that no one can go against him, basically. Because defense attorney defends, so he assumed no one can offense on him. But prosecuting, they can offense. Let's point this bitch out. I am bringing out the curse words. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if you would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. I'm portraying him as someone who uses people for his own benefit. Come on, Judge. Very well, I'll ask. Who is this person you believe? Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence. Well, next time we'll show Angel Star and we'll get it over. No, I'm joking. We'll show Lana Skye. So tune in next time for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and just stop this guy because he's the most annoying bastard ever. Yeah. 何